Yes, so standard for standard def and HD for.
What's your name?
I'm going to go with Steve Weintraub.
Okay, that's good for you.
Exactly.
Not necessarily his spy name.
Exactly. I do actually go by the name Max if I go to Starbucks, or Robert, or if the person's being. Oh, this is all good. This is going to be.
Do you do that though? I do that too.
I switch my name.
Change your name at Starbucks.
Sure. Well, can I ask you a question? Does anyone really believe when you say your name is? What do you say for your name?
Jerry.
Now, do people see you and then say, "Oh, this is clearly Jerry"?
No, Jerry. On Robertson, they go along with it. The one on Robertson.
If you want to be, there we go. If you want to be difficult, if someone's giving you an attitude and they say, "What's your name?" you go with Snuffleupagus. I recommend that.
Bruce would change the name on his door, on his trailer every day.
Every day.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Well,
just because I've been doing it too long, and I just get a little bored, but it's fun to do. And then it got changed for me.
Yeah.
Back to?
Well, I changed
everything.
Oh, there we go. Oh, they started doing it for you, so you don't even have to do it.
Yes.
Well, look at that.
Now we start doing it.
Exactly.
Thank you.
So I did a set visit on this thing in New Orleans, and I saw you guys firsthand. And the vibe I got on set was that it was really, really just going to be a fun movie, and that's exactly what it turned out being. When you were filming Red, did you have that that vibe on set? Yeah, we're going to be making a really good movie here.
Yeah, I did. It's a dangerous thing because when you're having fun on the set, sometimes it doesn't always translate into the fun that it's supposed to be in the film. In this particular case, there's romance going on, and action, and fun, and jokes, and a lot of jokes. And it was sometimes hard to think that how are they going to fit all this into a 90-minute film? And Robert Schwenke did a great job and really wove it all together, and wove Carl's storyline and my storyline and what we're both trying to accomplish. And good guys, bad guys, fun guys. And then this cast that is, it'll never happen again that this cast is all on the same screen.
Unless we do a sequel.
Unless we do a sequel. We are the only people who could make that happen.
I was going to say there's the possibility of the sequel.
Yes.
Let me ask you, for the two of you, when you're working with this many, and I know I'm running out of time, when you're working, well, you'd be surprised.
You got a good 10, 15 years left.
Yeah, thanks, I appreciate that.
In this interview, you mean?
This interview,
yes.
When you're working with this many other people, this kind of cast, Helen, Morgan, do you all of a sudden have a lot of friends that want to visit you on set?
Not in New Orleans.
Oh.
Yeah.
So nobody came?
There were people. There were a lot of people watching us make the film, I think. But we were in some pretty hardcore locations. In some locations, people just didn't want to come out to.
Yeah, Toronto at times. I mean, the worst I think it got to was like -17. At the end of the film, we were shooting in this abandoned power plant, and it was
the coldest of times.
Yeah, it was tough.
Blisteringly cold.
I know after
very hot, and you're all right. Don't think about that. We'll tell you when you're done.
Oh,
Max.
Exactly.
Max, you're up.
You'd be surprised. You're going to give me the hook from the left. I definitely have to ask you guys about the fight scene. It's really, really good, and it definitely. I heard you guys maybe hurt yourself a little bit in real life. Could you sort of you've talked about the fight scene a number of times. Is there any angle of the fight scene that you haven't talked about, like something that someone hasn't asked you that might be, you know what I mean, like a little behind the scenes?
The crying. No one's asked us about the crying, and I'm glad that they haven't. That's all I can say about that part of it, anyway. We've talked about everything but the crying.
Well, the cortisone injections at halftime, that was mandatory.
You don't want that kind of information getting out.
Really? Okay.
What's your next question?
I'm going to ask you the last question. You're both in upcoming things that I'm really looking forward to. I'm a huge fan of Ryan Johnson. And
yeah, me too.
And you're doing Looper. And obviously you're about to start shooting Dread. Could you talk a little bit about possibly both projects or what you're looking forward to about both?
Science fiction. Science fiction, right? Both science fiction?
Science fiction. Futuristic.
Yeah, futuristic. Yeah. Time travel. Only they don't make a big deal out of it. It's time travel, and it's like someone invented a new power tool, and everybody just takes time travel for granted. It's not the thing that we all thought it was going to be, which is why I like the script so much. Judge Dredd?
Judge Dredd, We're very blessed. We've got a great script written by Alex Garland. Pete Travis is directing it, putting together an amazing cast, and it's going to be gritty, hardcore, realistic, and it's essentially the day in the life of Dredd as he puts his rookie through her paces.
Violence?
Much.
Huge violence.
Much.
There's a little violence in our fight scene. We took it as close to the edge of real fighting as we could and tried to emulate some of our mixed martial arts heroes. Stone Cold Steve Austin, of course.
I think that's Bruce and I had quite a few discussions about it, and we felt that it was really important to put something on the screen that looked and felt as real as possible, and consequently we took it as far as we could. It was no holds barred.
It looks like.
And in the same film, there's Helen Mirren in a ball gown on a .50 caliber machine gun, full rock and roll, full auto, and I couldn't be happier. Because fight scenes will come and go. You're only going to get Helen Mirren in a ball gown on a .50 caliber machine gun so often. So,
and she's hot too. Hot. Everybody's coming. When I saw the film for the first time.
Right now.
I saw the film with an audience in Austin, and they were just like
screaming.
Yeah, I had a very good time. I have to wrap with you two because otherwise I'm really going to get the hook. I really want to thank you so much and congrats on the movie. And you're both great in it.
Thank you.
And this was actually a really good interview. I was a little nervous.